What's good, hookah heads? This is Gilbert with the Hookah 2.0, here to bring you a product review on Starbuzz Safari Melon Dew. Let me see, make sure I can. There you go. In case you haven't heard of this flavor before, you may be new to the hookah community because this is a very, very popular flavor from Starbuzz, which is, of course, the most popular Shisha brand here in America, at least. And this is one that I was extremely excited when I first found out about it. I've smoked this for on several occasions now. I've never done a review, obviously, since the channel is newer. But this is a flavor that just completely sells you on the smell. So let me go ahead and get right to the review. I have my Khalil Mamoon 36-inch single pair as standard. I'm using my glass tip D hose to smoke out of. I have it packed in a vortex bowl with 3 coconut coals and currently the wind cover. So let's go ahead and get on to smoking. So some decent clouds, but honestly not the best that I've gotten with Starbuzz or in general when I would like to say. This isn't really a flavor that is good on the smoke production. The flavor itself, like I said, it smells absolutely delicious, and most people, myself included, as soon as I smelt it, I wanted to buy it immediately because I was like, wow, this flavor is going to be fantastic. I'm a huge fan of honeydew as a fruit itself, and I didn't even know that there was a flavor for honeydew when I first found out about this. But man, I was kind of disappointed, honestly. I don't know if it's just because I had such high expectations for it, but this is a flavor that has yet to really give me an amazing bowl. Like I've never packed it and gotten consistency with it. Starbuzz in general tends to be not very heat resilient. There's a couple flavors that are extremely heat sensitive, and then there's others that are barely heat sensitive. This is definitely on the prior. This one is very heat sensitive from my experience, and you have to be really careful to make sure you get the right amount which you want and fit it to your preference. So um, a couple more things I wanted to talk about with this flavor is it seems to not last as long as other flavors, and I don't know if it's because of the heat sensitivity. I'm leaning towards that being the reason, but I've noticed even when I do get what I consider a good bowl for this flavor, they still only last about maybe 45 minutes to an hour, which is decent. That's not bad by any means, but that's not really towards the high end of the spectrum where especially experienced smokers like to be smoking for like an hour and a half, 2 hours on average to yourself. This is definitely on the shorter end of that, and that's kind of just another disappointment with this flavor. So, as for the taste, I want to say they were onto something. They have the flavor there. It just doesn't present itself. It doesn't really stand in the forefront and say, I'm a good honeydew flavor. It kind of just sits back and is like, well, you can taste me, right? Like I exist. It's not very, very good in that aspect, but I think it has a lot of potential. And this is something that I think Starbucks should maybe revisit. I know this is a very popular selling flavor, but perhaps it could be more popular with a little bit of a redo. So, nonetheless, I wanted to get a review for you guys about this flavor because I do think it has a lot of potential. If you are a big fan of honeydew like myself, the fruit, I would still say it's a good flavor in that aspect. Like you still do get the honeydew flavoring if that's all you care about is trying to get that taste. But as for an overall shisha experience and an overall bowl experience, I'm gonna have to go ahead and give this a rating of about maybe a six, like a solid six. I think it could have easily found its way to like a seven or an eight, up in that tier. But for whatever reason, there's just a lot of minor things that kind of culminate into not the greatest of bowls. So hopefully that was thorough enough for you guys. I appreciate the view. Remember to like the video and comment down below and be expecting more shisha reviews, product reviews in general in the next couple days. I have a couple other videos planned for you, and I'm just waiting to upload. So I'm excited to see where this goes. Remember to check the website as well. That's going to be hookah20.webs.com. And in the description, if you want to see how exactly this bowl looked when I packed it, so you can kind of get exact specifics, I will have a imager album in the description showing you the bowl, at least a picture of the bowl. So, thanks for watching, Hookah Heads. This has been Gilbert with Hookah 2.0, and I'll see you guys later.